I loved what we did on the boards. We competed like crazy today, executed offensively beautifully in the first half. Some of the best basketball we've played to this point. You know, Allie set the tone early. Alyssa set the tone early, knocking shots down. You know, I thought we made hustle plays and gave ourselves a chance to win today. You know, and then just went through a lull in the second half. Credit UCLA for cranking up the pressure. You know, we didn't handle it great, and I think I don't know what the run was, 14-point run, you know, at a key moment, and that was the ball game really, and we were playing from behind from there. And so, you know, winning is a skill, and we're continuing to develop, you know, our ability to be successful in that skill, you know, and that's just where we're at as a program and as a group, and all you can do is continue to battle, and this team's doing that, and so I think bright things are ahead.
Scott, it was clear that you guys could play with them, but maybe what's the key to actually winning some of the East Coast games?
Well, I thought turnovers really hurt us today. You know, they brought the pressure. We didn't handle it very well. They were able to take us out of offense. We were on our heels, and you just can't afford to be on your heels. If they're going to double you, well, beat the double team and attack and get numbers. You know, and that's something that each of these situations are in some ways new to us because we have new people playing positions. And you know, the other one, they got 0 boards down that stretch. And, you know, you look at the rebounding, we out-rebounded them by 5, which is a big-time effort. But in that stretch, I think they probably got 5 offensive rebounds. That's how it felt, at least, maybe. And so we needed those stops, and we didn't get them. So those 2 areas, I think, are probably the key for us right now.
How good was that first half of offense for you guys? I know you guys had a pretty good stretch in the first half against USC, and then to come out and play the first 16 or so minutes, seemed like that might have been was that maybe some of the best that you guys had played, or at least in a while, for an extended period?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, we bring that kind of effort in practice all the time, and we just have threats from every position. It was, you know, nice and encouraging to see everyone scoring and everyone just pumped and ready to play.
Now you guys are heading out on the road. Is that a good thing, maybe the extra focus for the team, or is a different atmosphere not going to be so friendly?
Oh, I mean, we've been on the road, and that's just part of the deal, and I'm excited about the challenge, and we can't worry about where we're at. You know, I'm looking forward to the next games and building on these, and I thought, you know, we were dialed in this weekend. I thought, you know, that we have not been dialed in all year. I mean, we have been, but at times. It hasn't been a year where we've just put together 40-minute game after 40-minute game. We've gotten beat in games that we should have won, in my opinion, and, you know, we haven't played great in some others. And so we've been up and down, hit and miss, sometimes ready, sometimes not. That's been the journey of this group to this point. This week, when they came back from break, it's been different. You know, I don't know if it's Pac-12 play or what, but this team has really matured over the last couple weeks, and we saw that, and I don't anticipate that changing from here on. I see steady improvement as we go forward.
Allie, what defensively was the mindset coming in? I know, they had a good game down low, but you guys did a pretty good job of closing out on their shooters. Was that something that Coach harped on in practice?
Yeah, definitely. We knew exactly who their shooters were and who their drivers were and how to play them and angle them to try to get them to not play to their strengths.
How's it been with Martin running the point?
Yeah, well, work in progress. You know, bless her heart for taking on that challenge, and you know, it's completely different. She's played that position before, played it in high school. You know, it's just different at this level. You know, she's playing usually a smaller player that is quick, which is a challenge. You know, today we were able to free her up a little bit, but I feel like she's getting better and better each game. You know, they're just getting us into stuff. It's a completely different perspective, you know, and so, you know, Allie covers that position at the 1, and she's doing a great job defensively there. You know, and Alyssa, I think, is improving all the time and doing a great job and gives us, you know, just like today, she's finding a way to score. You know, 3 threes today, 11 points. And that's something that initially when she took over that spot, we took our leading scorer, put her at the 1, and then her scoring contribution went down. And now she's finding that niche. Okay, I can play this position and score as well and bring that to the table. And so just getting better and better, in my opinion.
Is that the key for this team, just each game trying to have some kind of improvement?
No doubt. I think probably everybody's doing that. We need to, you know, and for us, I think it's probably growing exponentially. just because we're so young. You know, we've got so many true freshmen doing this stuff. This was their first Pac-12 weekend ever. You know, and we got a 27-point performance. And then today, Sam, in my opinion, had a little bit of a breakout performance for her today. She played huge today, got that ball in the basket, which obviously she's a scorer, you know, but it's just different at this level. And she found a couple, you know, made some big plays for us today. And so our depth increased today there, you know, and so I think as a group we're learning each other and continuing to improve. And I think everybody who's watched us all year would say that.
Coach, 24 turnovers in a game like this, so tight against a team that would have been a big win. Does that make it the tougher pill to swallow?
Well, that's just who we are right now. You know, I mean, the other night we played great 12, but USC didn't come get us. You know, and we've, you know, I mean, we got pressured today by elite athletes at every spot, and you know, there's stuff we need to clean up. We traveled a few times. I thought this game was physical. You know, Rueck's got somebody in her back, you know, bumping her away from the basket and travels 3 times. You know, Markel Walker, I think she's 5th in the nation in steals. You know, we throw a skip pass. Well, you can throw that every other game except this one, you know, when she's over there. And so that's what makes UCLA good. You know, they make plays that, you know, some teams aren't able to.
And Allie, we talk all year about how great this freshman class is doing, but as the lone sophomore on the team, you're part of kind of that young core that is going to be with this program for the next couple of years. How do you see, especially a game like tonight, how do you see you guys coming together so far this season?
I think that especially the freshmen are doing a great job at just adapting to play and playing big. I mean, especially with Jamie and Sam and Devin, who are getting a bunch of minutes, and Ruth, I think they're doing a great job at just learning how to fight, and you know, now we just need to learn to finish games.
Free throws, I think USC at 31, UCLA 26 tonight. You guys not so much. I mean, there are a lot, because you guys are being aggressive and getting to the basket.
That's what I think too. I don't know. My only response to that is I got to go back and watch. You know, that's the opposite of what our teams usually do. Defensively, we're not a team that pressures and fouls. We play position defense. So to do to have what happened the other night against SC, where they went to the line every other possession, you know, or more than that at times, it was confusing to me. Today was similar. To have a discrepancy like that, I know we fouled, I think, 2 times down the stretch. You know, that's 4, so we're still outshot by 12. So that's something I just haven't had a chance to go watch the SC game like I need to, and this one, as we progress, we'll see that, and then I get to address that with the team.
Yeah, is that just tough, not to say whether but just tough because they keep getting, you know.
Yeah, it's disheartening. You know, I mean, whoever gets to the line, you know, the most, that's typically the team that wins. You know, those are free points, and so credit them for getting there. You know, but we got to figure out why it's happening so much.
Coach, what do you say to a player who makes a crucial mistake in a close game? In this case, Devin, when she forgot to dribble.
Yeah, well, that's a true freshman, right? I mean, that's where we're at in the program. We're playing players that are in a spot for the first time ever, you know, and doing things, and that was the first time executing that play for her in that way. Just because of foul trouble, we were skewed a little bit in who we had to have where. So she was running a guard position as a 4, and so, you know, that's the way this game played out. And so this is a learning process. You know, that's what this is. And, I mean, it's never lack of heart with this team. You know, it's never lack of effort. It's a lack of experience sometimes, you know, and that's what I think in both games we saw. You know, last night or 2 nights ago, we made 4 mistakes in the final 8 seconds, and it cost us a game, you know, that we had taken the lead in. And then today, you know, we had that stretch, which was turnover fest, basically, for about 5 minutes, you know, then that play, you know. But that's just part of the growing process of this team. So head up, you know, how do we fix it? Let's go. You got it next time.